about vaporware? Now, this is apparently available only in Europe, which is really annoying. But this is what we've been asking for since last year at SHOT Show. This is a 1:4, which is like that's not very much magnification, but this is a 1:4 variable prism. So it is essentially like the ACOG update that you actually want. So introducing the new Sightmark Strikon VMP Prism rifle scope with a variable 1:4 second focal plane reticle, ready for sport shooting and law enforcement applications. Now, what we've seen it from, what's the one we talked about last year? Apex Optics. They still haven't brought it to market. Zero Tech has theirs, but it's like $700 and I haven't bought it yet. And then now Sightmark is coming out with basically the same thing. And Sightmark has a great reputation. The Kenosha Kid has used them to great effect. Honestly, a higher CONUS kill count than most other red dots on the market. Battle tested on the streets of Wisconsin. But yeah, so let's get into them. So freshly announced on the international markets, the Strikon VMP 1:4x22 SFP is Sightmark's first ever variable prism sight, designed as a cost-effective but high-quality alternative for use on an AR-15 and AR-10 other modern sporting hunting and patrol rifle platforms. Like most Sightmark optics, the new Strikon VMP is aimed at satisfying the needs of modern sport shooters, blah, 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 3 guns, so on and so forth. So 6 inches long, 18 ounces. This is actually a heavy variation of it. 1 mil, 1.6. Let's see. This one here, I believe, has a fiber optic reticle, which is actually kind of neat. But let me go ahead and just pull up my own video on the Apex 1:4 from like a year ago, basically now. So here we go. This is me at SHOT Show and a terrible looking footage, but this is essentially what we want, right? Is a 1:4x prism that has a really good field of view, decent glass quality, and then also goes up to 4x on the high end, right? That's what we want. And this is me filming one-handed. Super short throw between 1 and 4, usable BDC reticle. Give me an ACOG with more versatility that has way more field of view and eye relief at 1x, so on and so forth, right? And now this also was supposed to be coming out like a year ago. They were going to add a top dot, like so an RMR base that you could just throw a top dot on whenever you wanted. This one here has mini ACOG mounts, whereas the Citron or the Sightmark has a T2 mount. There's a few other one of these floating around. Let me pull up the Zero Tech. It's a really cool concept. I wish they would actually just make it so that I could buy one, because here we have the Zero Tech. This is their 1:4, which is very similar to what we've seen before. Also pre-order, not actually available to actually own, hold in my hands and shoot and play around with. But of the new optic styles, please get out of my face. I hate pop-ups. But one of the cool styles of optics that I wish we could get some more of, because they're kind of neat. And it's much more compact, much more durable than an LPVO. Still gives you enough magnification to do things. Give you a good 1x, put a dot up top. You got your passive night vision option. Give me a full package. Oh, that phrasing is bad, but give me a full package for under 20 ounces and I'll be very happy.
I was very excited to see these come out, to the point where I even reached out to the CEO of Apex and asked him to come on and talk about this, and he was all for it. And then, yeah, they bailed. And then this never came to market. And I don't know if it had to do with tariffs or if it was just total vaporware to begin with, like you said.
No, it was real though. Like I had one. It looked great. Looking through it was fun. It was a 130-degree field or 130-foot field of view at 1x at 100 yards. Like it exists. It's real, you know. And that's why I was like, can I just have this one, please? Like it seems to be in full working order. I just don't know why you haven't actually brought it to market. You know, I would like to actually buy something like this. All right.
I know. This is one that I would actually spend the money on too. I have a problem spending over $500 on an optic, just because there's so many good options out there for under 5, but there's not another option for this. This is like
variable prism, right? So like the EOTech 3-9, although that has issues. Yeah, this is essentially an LCAN for 1/5 the cost, and not crappy, and holds 0 and modern with good reticle options. You know, it's like, please.
That's what I liked about it, is, you know, 1:4 with the type of reticle that I like. It's
yeah. Yeah, Zerotech is something similar. We just looked at the Zerotech one. Sightmark. Now, the thing I like about the Sightmark is that they put a fiber optic reticle in it. So it has like a Vortex Viper PST Gen 2 1:6 reticle in it. So fiber optic reticle in the middle, super bright. And then you have really simple stadia lines underneath it, which is all you need. It's 4X, right? It's good out to 500-600 yards, whatever you need, but it's really ideal for those kind of mid-range engagements. But the Sightmark will probably be the cheapest if they can actually bring it to market. But I would not be surprised if these things were like, I don't know, $399, $299, something like that. The Apex will probably be more expensive, and the Zerotech is currently $600. Although again, they're pre-orders, so it's like, are they real? Not really. The Apex is even heavier. The Apex is 20 ounces, which is heavier than most LPVOs. Although that's including a mount, whereas the LPVOs you have to add the mount on top. Yeah. Say Livy, someday we'll get the optics that we want. Just not yet.